Hey gun people, gonna do a just a bullet shooting real quick on the difference between an AK and a AK-47 and a 5.56 223 AR. So here's your AK, shoots a 7.62 by 39, the round on the left there. See, it's a little bit fatter. It has a 130 grain bullet versus the little green tip there, which is 62 grains. So a little less powder than a 5.56. Ammo cost on these two rounds, the one on the left, which is bigger and more powerful, costs 25 cents a round because of the steel casing. The one on the right, 5.56, if you can get it for 50 to 55 cents a round, you're doing pretty good. So it's half the cost, and I'm going to shoot 2 blocks of wood, then I'm going to shoot single blocks of wood. Once with the AR, M16, 5.56, M4, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to shoot it with this, and we're going to see the difference. And I'm going to try to keep this on here when I shoot it. So let me shoot it with a 223 round first. Round. So there's your hole. There's your hole. Where's my finger at? There's the other hole. Here's the back of the hole. Let me scan this out a little bit. There's the back of the hole, and there's the back of the second piece of wood. So it penetrated both wood with a pretty straight hole. Now I'll shoot it with a 5.56. Or I'm sorry, I just shot it with a 5.56. I'm going to shoot it with a AK round, 7.62. So let me get zoomed in on that sucker. And this is with the bigger, cheaper round. We'll zoom out of that. There's your entrance wound. There's your entrance. Here's your exit first time. And there's your exit second time. To me, it's a big difference compared to that hole right there, compared to your other hole right here. So now I'm going to shoot it sideways, straight up and down. Go back and zoom in. And I'm going to go straight down this 2x4. Hopefully straight down. Use a different one for the 5.56. Here's your 223. Go ahead and shoot the AK through there sideways. We'll zoom out a little bit. Here's your 5.56 entry and exit. And here is your 7.62 entry and exit. I can't, oh, there it is. So there's that hole, and it blew out some of that chunk. So What I'll do now is I'm going to shoot through 4 2x4s and see what we got here. And hopefully I'll be able to tell if it goes through all 4 or not. So first, 5.56 smaller round, 62 grain bullet. We'll go straight down. Line that back up and go straight down on a 7.62. Oh, that's because it hit my hand last time. Y'all didn't see that. I caused a malfunction because it hit my hand because I was holding the gun funky. And that's a 7.62 straight down. And we'll go ahead and zoom out here. Top one, 5.7 or let's say 5.56 smaller versus the larger 7.62. Obviously they went through both. Obviously they went through both. And it looks like they went through both. And they both exited. So, is there a big difference in the 2 rounds? I don't know. I prefer the bigger round. It's got more penetration, heavier weight, traveling. The cons to that, take these earplugs off. The cons to that heavier round is heavier to carry, bulkier. It's cheaper. So on the AK round, 7.62 by 39, man, that's a really devastating round. I meant to grab a piece of metal and shoot through it. I'm not sure if it would do a whole bunch difference. I know an AK round will go through cars a lot better than the 5.56 round. I've also seen 5.56, since that's what most cops carry in law enforcement and military. Hell, I've carried one of these rifles since I was 17 years old in the Air Force. So, I mean, I like the AR. It's a great gun. It's more accurate than this gun. This gun is more reliable, I think, than the AR. And everybody's going to say, well, if you clean the AR, it's just as reliable. It is. But this one you can abuse and not clean, and it's very hard to cause a malfunction unless you're holding it with 2 hands, not paying attention, and a bolt comes, slams up and hits your hand like it did in here, and it did in chamber. But that was a shooter malfunction, holding the gun kind of odd, trying to get these bullets straight down. So, you know, both rounds, do you want to get hit with either one of them? No. If you had your choice, I'd probably rather get hit with a smaller bullet. If you're shooting at somebody through a car or through distance or through glass, I'd rather the heavier bullet of the AK. For price-wise, I can shoot a lot more with this one, half the price. I don't have to worry about collecting brass and reloading. The ammo's pretty cheap. Let's see, what else have we got, the pros and cons. Again, accuracy wise, you're going to be able to reach out and touch somebody a little bit better with this one than you are with this one. However, most shootings are pretty close up. Remember, the difference between the AK and the AR or the M16 or M4 or whatever you want to call it is the AK was a machine gun that they modified to shoot semi-automatic, but it wasn't a machine gun originally. The AR was a semi-automatic gun that was designed to shoot semi-automatic and accurate, and then they made it shoot automatic. So they're kind of 2 different guns. I like them both. I have a few of both, and I guess when it comes down to defending myself or taking on somebody in a close 100, 200 yard area in a house in an urban environment, I'm going to take the AK every day of the week. If I'm out hunting on patrol and I'm trying to engage the enemy at a long distance and I'm not expecting close-in contact and I can engage them at a distance, then I might go for the AR. Again though, longer distance, but I'm only shooting a 55 grain to 60 grain bullet. Now, a lot of people, you know, and again, this AK is what's considered a 30 caliber, which means it makes a bigger hole. Your 30-06, the old N1 Grand that the military loved. Bigger hole, bigger bullet loss, bigger transfer of energy, bigger bone destruction, harder to stop, harder to slow down. So again, kick-wise, this one's going to kick a little bit more than this, but it's not really that noticeable. You know, that's the difference between the two bullets. Is there a major difference? I mean, there's always, you can go anywhere online at any, you know, research this. What's better, the AK round or the AR or the 5.56 versus 7.62, whatever. And you're going to get all kind of pros and cons, and you're going to have people that are loyal to both. You know what? They both perform. This round in the U.S. is going to be easier to get because the military and most cops carry it. This round, just about anywhere else in the world, you can find it. You can find it in the U.S. It's pretty cheap. So, you know, I guess it depends on, you know, a lot of different factors. You know, it's kind of like people say, why do you have all these guns? Well, you know, a guy who is a carpenter doesn't just carry around a screwdriver or just a hammer. He carries around a tool bag with several different tools to do different things. And guns are kind of the same way. People want to say one gun will fit all, etc., but each gun has their pros and cons, whether it's weight, distance, accuracy, speed of shooting, ease of operation, ease of teardown, ease of cleaning, you know, ease of ammunition, ease of availability of parts or ammunition. Can you fix it on the fly? Does it shoot in the mud? So all guns have pros and cons. So is there one specific gun for everything? Probably not, but if I had to pick one gun, you know, I'm a big shotgun guy, but I'm also, I really like the AK, and I like the round. So that's my spill. You know, put your comments in there if you have different opinions, that's fine. If you start calling names and start saying people are stupid, then I'll just block you. All right, we'll end that there.